might have heard about the Israel and Palestine conflict, the ongoing genocide carried out towards Palestinians by the Israeli government. Well, this did not just start in 2026, or this did not start even in 2023. This started way back 78 years before, in 1948. Before I start, I want to be clear about something. This video is going to make some people uncomfortable. Not because it is propaganda, not because it is one-sided, but because the documented historical record of what happened in Palestine in 1948 is genuinely uncomfortable. And most people have never been given access to it in full. Everything you are going to hear in this series is sourced from Palestinian sources, from Israeli sources, from international sources, UN records. What happened in Palestine in 1948 was nothing less than a catastrophe. The Palestinians call it Al-Nakba. And by the end of this series, you will understand exactly why. Let's go back to the very beginning. In 1948, a word entered the Arabic language that had never been needed before. Al-Nakba, the catastrophe. Over 1 year, between 1947 and 1949, people were expelled from their lands. More than 800,000 Palestinians expelled or forced to flee. Estimates show that around 13,000 to 15,000 Palestinians were killed during the Nakba period. Men, women, children. It is documented that more than 500 villages were destroyed. These numbers come from official sources. Let's understand how Palestine was before 1900. Did that land even exist? Did the people even exist in Palestine before 1900? Let's go back. Go way back to 1800s. Close your eyes and imagine Palestine in 1880. Not a desert, not an empty wasteland, not a biblical ruin waiting to be reclaimed. A civilization flourished in the very region of Palestine. Census records and surveys show that the population was approximately 500,000 people in the 1880s, increasing to over 700,000 by 1914. The vast majority, roughly 87%, were Arab Muslims, about 9% were Arab Christians, and approximately 4% were Jewish Palestinians. Many of all whose families had lived in Jerusalem, Safed, Hebron, and Tiberias for centuries, and in some cases for millennia. Palestinian historian Walid Khalidi, whose work before their diaspora compiled Ottoman records, photographs, and community accounts, describe a society of profound cultural richness. The Falahin, the peasant farmers, worked land in family units tied to their villages for generations. You must have seen that the Palestinians hold their olive trees to such higher significance. The olive tree was not simply a crop, it was inheritance. A tree planted by your grandfather was your grandfather still living in the soil. Palestinian oral tradition counted olive trees by family name, not by plot number. In Jaffa, Arab merchants exported the famous Jaffa orange, Jaffa, to markets across Europe. In Nablus, Sabun Nablusi, soap made from olive oil and ash, was produced in family factories operating for centuries. In Haifa, Christian Arab intellectuals published newspapers in Arabic. In Gaza, there were poets. Palestinian scholar Rashid Khalidi, in the 100 Years' War on Palestine, documents that Palestinian national identity was already forming in the late Ottoman period. Palestinians were publishing newspapers, debating politics, producing literature. Palestinians existed, lived, the culture flourished, the civilization was flourishing even before the State of Israel formed. If you were taught that Palestine was a barren, empty land, a desert with no fruits, with no trees, you were just taught some lies, a propaganda. Born in 1910, village of Safuria, Khalil al-Samiri recorded a testimony in American University of Beirut. My father had 40 dunams of land. We grew wheat and lentils and olives. Every harvest season, the whole village came together, Muslims and the Christian families too. We would bring food and the children would play between the rows. I never thought about owning the land, it was just ours. The way the sky is yours. You don't think about it until someone takes it. An Israeli historian, Benny Morris, confirms Palestine was not an empty land. It was a country with a substantial population, Arab peasants, Arab urban classes, and small Jewish communities who had lived alongside them for centuries. The small indigenous Jewish community of Palestine, the Yishuv HaYashan, the old settlement, were deeply integrated into Palestinian life. Many spoke Arabic, they shared markets, wells, and in many cases, friendships with Arab neighbors across generations. Rabbis like Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld in Jerusalem explicitly rejected Zionism as a dangerous political movement, incompatible with Jewish faith and with the relationships Jews had built with their Arab neighbors over the centuries. The conflict that was coming was not ancient, it was not inevitable, it was not theological, it was engineered. It was engineered by political decisions made in European capitals, made in Washington, London, and Paris, by the men who have never set their foot in Palestine.